Hello folks, welcome to the channel. I'm Callus. This is Mist Survival, episode 2. We've just arrived at this house. It is... I was trying to use my mouse to point up at the top left corner. It is 3:15 in the afternoon. What we need to do, first thing, is get our place secure here. So what we're going to do, open our crafting menu. We use these chicken livestock fences. We need sticks. We have no sticks just yet. So what we're going to do is unload a bunch of this stuff and collect some sticks. We gotta try and get ourselves secure, or our base secure today. Let's just unload a bunch of the stuff. As quickly as we can. What we don't want to do is die, because we will lose all of this stuff. So there are sticks on the ground and you could run around looking for them, but what we're going to do is bother the tree enough to where it drops sticks and collect them that way. The mist event for today has already happened. See, it's dropping sticks right there. As well as leaves and occasionally bark. There's some bark. Bark is used as tinder. But what we need are sticks. And it looks like, what was it? We needed 4 of these. And I believe there are 1, 2, 4 windows to secure. So that means we need 16 sticks. It could be faster to, in the right areas, to go loot them off the ground. But I mean, all this other stuff we're going to be collecting is needed as well. Surprisingly, a lot. Especially these leaves. Bark, like I was just saying, it makes tinder for your campfire, so you gotta have all that. It also is a key, one of the 2 components for lashings. Need to, alright, all your tools do have a durability, and they will wear out. Doesn't really look like we got many sticks from that one. What I'm going to do is head to the back of the house here and start working on clearing this area out, because this becomes my back alley driveway, if you will. There is a road over here that if you try to come around to the front of the house, it's a long way around. So I typically have been clearing this out and using it as a way to access the house. I need to mind our stamina is getting pretty low. So what we may do is take a minute or two, craft up what we can, these little branches. Is that what they're calling them? Yeah, a branch. I believe it's a 1-to-1 ratio, 1 branch for 1 stick. So we want to just put it back to the wall, because bears. Let's craft, oh look at that, we have 16. How long will that take? 2 minutes each, so that's going to be 32 minutes. Let's craft them all. Always need to mind your hunger and thirst too while you're doing all this. Now we need to hope that we have enough of the components to get this done. So C button, go to the, I guess this is shelter home items. Rotate that around with either the Q or the R, get it kind of squared up. That looks pretty good. Put it in there, place the item, E to build it. And now with that, livestock fence placed in the window there. Even if the zombies bust out the windows, they're not getting in. So we want to do that to all of them. Look pretty squared up. It does look pretty squared up. Got the last two that we need to worry about right here. As long as we have enough components, we should be alright. Oh yeah, we got plenty of components. Only takes 2 per. And that looks pretty well squared up. One more. Get that turned around. Squared up to the wall pretty decently. Set in place. And now we have a secure base. First day. What time is it getting to be? 6:30. So now what we can do is we're going to call this particular cabinet our component cabinet. This one we are going to stick the scrap for now. It's getting kind of a bit late in the day. I know one thing I'm going to do real quick that doesn't take much to do at all. I'm going to grab some of these logs, even the stumps that are left in the ground, you can take them out, which is nice, I think. Got more than enough here. And what I've been doing is making, can I make it here? I should be able to make it here, right? It should be, is it right here? This tab. Gotta find it. This, a stump. Build yourself a stump, and you don't take a loss from chopping wood. So now, interact. So now to chop wood, we would get 5 firewood, whereas if we do that here, we only get 4. Still requires 2 logs, but that's the difference. Not exactly something I have to have right now. Next thing I feel I need to be working on, hey look, we can stack salt, would be probably more storage, believe it or not. It won't take long, all this will be filled up, or specifically more secure storage. What I'm going to do, we're going to use this one for tools for now. Was there another tool? Knife. Check the drawers. I feel like we're still missing a kind of tool, and I don't recall what that is. Alright. Looks like for the most part, excuse me, we've got everything else. Let's grab all this food out. The sugar is a component, I believe, for making whiskey. I'm going to put that kind of thing up there because it's not really used all that often. Food and drink, we'll take this stuff first. And I think we'll store it here. God, that's pretty small. Let's store extra weapons there. That is the sound of night. The crickets. Thought we had another knife here. Meds, ammunition. I'm going to take the leaves as well. We'll put leaves and bark here. This one I'm going to put sticks and stones. Where should we put food? I guess, you know what, we're going to put food and drink here for now. No. How are we? Ooh, we could use it. Stew with the hunger first. Well, can of fruit actually does both, but then we'll drink Coke. I'm going to put the salt over here with the sugar because, again, it's not. I've never even used the salt, honestly. Cloth, put here. Actually, we can put these logs in here for now. Not that it's really all that needed. Put the other knife here. I have water down here. I'm going to store the weapons here because I am not going to be using them right now. As well as the meds and the matches and the water. And we're going to go up, sleep for the night, make it morning, go out and loot some more. 8 o'clock now. Sun, well, I shouldn't say the sun comes up at 5 a.m., but it's at 5 a.m. it's definitely light enough to be able to do things. So we're going to call that 9 hours of sleep. Plenty good. Now, this is not our, technically not our base, so if we die, we're not going to lose anything out of here. What we might lose is things on our person. The only thing we don't have another one of is this hatchet. What we're going to do first thing is head over here. Head over to a cabin over here. That bear will still be there for another couple of days. We're going to head over to this cabin and raid it. It does have zombies in here. And we are going to take some damage. And they hit pretty hard. I mean, 2 or 3 hits, you're down. There is no a difficulty adjustment in this game. Oh, that'd be nice to get a hold of that bandage now. The difficulty is what it is. Alright, so we got 2 in here. 1 over here in front of us behind the cabinet. This guy there that's hunched over. What I'd like to be able to do is sneak in here. And do stealth kills if we can. That's the first time I've been able to do that without taking damage. They drop a little bit of loot. It's not much. In fact, it's usually so little that you shouldn't really honestly count on it. There's more loot in the building itself. I tend to take, well, I tend to be a hoarder, really, in these kinds of games. Especially early on, because you never know what you need or don't need, or how much of it. So, actually this was probably my best successful raid of this place yet. They need to really fix that spot right there. This one's got 1.91 liters of fuel in it, but I'm not worried about vehicles just yet. I suppose while we're here we can swim across to this cabin. Is uninhabited. There is no swimming in the game yet. See, the water is unsafe. We need to make the water purifier, come down, collect water, boil it, and then we can store it in a proper water barrel. But we're not quite ready for that yet either. Jump up to climb up there. Come in here, loot what we can. We won't be able to get into everywhere because we don't have a lockpick or a crowbar just yet. This bandage is always tricky to get a hold of. So I always just kind of mash buttons. There it is. Another pistol. Which is okay because, like I said, later when we do die, we're gonna lose what's on our person. If we wanted to take this light, we could, but I doubt we could swim with it. Alright, so today I need to think about a couple things. I need to think about food and water. Food, we could build a campfire if we have the resources. That bear's actually quite a ways back. But you know, it would be, what time is it? It's only 6:21 in the morning and we've already raided 2 cabins. So drop this stuff off first. Might run up to, there's a gas station, there's a road right up on top of the hill there. That will have a workbench in it that we can bring back and put to use. What I need is just a dump chest. Oh, perfect. This is going to be our dump chest for now. Although it's not going to hold everything. Keep the water on us. Yeah, see, I already need more storage. Okay, good enough. I don't care where it all goes right now. I will sort it later. But now, I want to go up here. It should be a little while before the mist happens again. Should have a few hours. So my thinking is start looting a bit further away when you have more time. And as you run out of time, as the time for the mist gets closer and closer, then you work your way back closer to the house. That said, my point is, there's a jerry can over at that camp there. My point is, I can loot those cars back at the house later. This camp actually right here I think has a backpack in it. Ooh, but I need to be mindful of bears. Still dark enough that they'd be difficult to see. Alright, should be good to go now. There's backup hatchet. There it is, behind the door. So that's 3 more slots on that one. I think there's typically a couple of items around the back side here. It should be about it. So that'll be helpful. We definitely need stones. We have to have 8 of these before we can make a campfire to cook that bear meat on. Cooked meat definitely fills you up a lot better than canned food. Do we have the pistol? We do not have the pistol. We have a knife. The knife is actually really weak. The only time it's really any good is for those stealth kills. I want to kind of be able to keep my eye over what's down this side of the hill as well. I think there should be, I think there's another starting location, little lean-to in that area. I'm not 100% on that, but feel like there should be another bear somewhere. Usually he's right in this area, right near this overturned car here. Typically on the other side of the road. They don't have any warning sound to speak of. I mean, you hear them running at you. We definitely need a lot of those sticks too. But you know, by then, it's probably too late. Anything in the seats? Nothing there, nothing there. That car's not lootable. Still no sign of a bear yet. I'm not gonna complain. There's another backup axe. We definitely want the ammunition. I could live without the, dang it, wrong button. See, I could live without the hammer at this point. Food and drink, much more important. Just like that pistol. I mean, here's an engine right here. You can just come pick this one up. Alright. Bad quality t-shirt, but we're gonna equip it. Take the rest of that food and drink. How are we? We are a little hungry, so we'll just eat this one now. Little chocolate bar. And we'll top it off with the can of fruit. Okay, that one's empty. There's a car battery. Here's our workbench. We're here. The reason why we are here. We definitely want that ammunition. Alright. So, just gonna come look real quick because I just thought I heard a weird noise. 8 o'clock in the morning. We should have plenty of time still before the mist arrives. I'm gonna grab that. Grab this with the M key. Pick it up and just walk it right out the door and run it back to our house. What we definitely don't want to do is have to spend all our resources that are harder to collect on building things like this when we could just go appropriate one. Still need to... I'm going to set that down and re-grab it because I think I get it further away from me I can see better. Still need to be very mindful of that bear. There he is. See him down that road? That's our home just on the other side of it. I could have just took a sharp left and went around that way, but we're going this way instead. Mainly because I've already been here. I know it's pretty cleared. You should be kind of just over the hill here. Plus, I also know that there's another road here. Let's rotate this around, set it back down, and get a new grip on it again. Don't know exactly where he's at the moment. He should be far enough away that he shouldn't be able to bother us. We're going to get this into the house. And this opens up a whole bunch of new crafting potentials. Let's see, let's just rotate that around. Set that down. Grab it again. Nope, still can't quite get in here yet. Now we can. And this is going to be a workbench room. Get that centered up a little better in between the windows. I'm not OCD, but some people are. Well, folks, that's how you get your workbench here. Now, if you want to see what the workbench actually offers, matches leather, nails, bucket. This is bucket and a crowbar. Now we can make a crowbar, which I already know we have the materials. We should have enough scrap. Then I can go break into that cabin and that locked door. So, very important. Clothing, electricity. This tab here is blacked out, but I assume that eventually is going to be armor. Maybe if we upgrade it, because you can upgrade it. Anyway, folks, that timer's up. This is where I'm going to call it an episode. Thank you for coming in. I hope to see you again on the next one. Remember, if you can't be good, at least be good at it. You all have a good night.